News, my wonderful people. U.S. court has just released certificates true copy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's drugs dealing money laundering case in Chicago. Some Nigerians have been fighting to ensure that this is released so that those who are walking blindly will be able to know that they are those who carry other people's children and sell them into slavery. That's the modern day one, by the way. Yeah. You know, for instance, that somebody may not be competent or may not be able to do what he's aiming for. Yet you pretend that, or because of what you will personally gain. You see selfishness, you go on and you say, let it be there because I will have some harvest. I will have some benefit. As a result of that, you do things that are not right. Let's get all the details as we see what the U.S. has just released about Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Breaking news. U.S. court released true copy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's drug dealing money laundering case in Chicago. The United States District Court for the North District has released fresh document holding Bola Ahmed's encounters with American authorities over allegations of trafficking of money and money laundering. Mr. Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress, former Lagos State governor, has come under intense public ridicule and public onslaught for his role in an early 1990 drug trafficking case in Chicago. Mr. Tinubu has not commented on the narrative and the affairs, at the least in the mid of all that is going on. Instead insists to discuss other parts of his background in corporate accounting, consulting, and democratic activity. He has, however, informed the Electoral Office (INEC) in his application to stand for the election that he has no prior criminal conviction. However, the U.S. just released fresh documents in terms of his criminal activities back in Chicago. Mr. Tinubu's allies have also made efforts to downplay the matter entirely as a trivial distraction to Nigerians' democratic experience because it happened decades ago in distant land. But Nigerians have insisted that the presidential candidate should come clean on his involvement in the case, which saw him forfeit up to $460,000 to the United States authorities in 1993 precisely. The 56-page document released by the District Court headquarters in Chicago did not include crucial new documents, but it further confirmed steps of the matter that has been shared spontaneously by the media for years. Journalist David also reignite interest in Tinubu's drug dealing background following a July 13th article in West African Weekly. The latest certified copy of the court case obtained on August the 10th showed Mr. Tinubu and two others, Mr. named K.O. Tinubu and Alhaji Maguta, got involved in banking proceedings of illegal drugs and money laundering with Heritage Bank and Citibank. It was not immediately clear whether or not Alhaji Magote was a misspell of Alhaji Abibatu, Mr. Tinubu's foster mother, who passed away in 2013. The U.S. government had in July 1993 sought for features of proceedings of narrative of Tinubu was accused of money laundering. The matter was resolved in a compromise between Tinubu and the U.S. authority, with Tinubu being asked to keep money in the Heritage Bank, while $460,000 in the Citibank was fulfilled. A federal judge subsequently dismissed the matter with prejudice on September the 21st, 1993, which effectively foreclosed the matter for being again by all parties that it has been in a distant land. However, remained unclear whether or not Nigerian authority could still bring charges against Tinubu over the same case in Nigerian courts. So this is what is going on. They cannot bring case against Tinubu in Nigerian courts, but they can send people, when the US asks for people, those who they feel has not done one thing or the other, they can still send them to the US. Do you understand? They can ask for extradition. In case you are not aware, recently they've been asking that some people be extradited, although we know that the Attorney General of the Federation has constantly covered, is constantly covering for, Abba Kyari. So these are parts of some of the things that are going on. The US just released this fresh document this morning with regards to our very own brother, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu's escapades. So there are all kinds of matters and issues ongoing. And in case you are not aware, it is becoming a real point of call that every one of us must rise to the occasion and ensure that truth is being dispensed. In Nigeria today, truth is relative. We celebrate criminals while the petty thieves are the ones in jail, in prison, houses, and what have you. Why real criminals are led to go scot-free. Real criminals, the hard-on criminals, the one who carry coke and the rest, trafficking, those ones are free. We celebrate them. We call them Baba, oh Baba, welcome to Nigeria. Where we see white and we tell ourselves it's black. You know it's white, but you tell yourself it's black. No, it's black. And that's why again and again I will keep repeating it. David Cameron, the former prime minister, one of the former prime ministers of Great Britain, said fantastically corrupt when Buhari came in. I think Nigerians shouldn't have been hasty in saying, why did he say what he said? What we should have done was probed more. Probably he has more documentation that we can imagine, because other governments of other nations can see what other governments are doing and may not be at liberty to be able to tell the people, that this your person you are praising, if you know what he's doing to you. The Yorubas will say that the kokoro, that is the insect that is eating the vegetable, is inside the vegetable. It's not outside the vegetable. It's actually within the vegetable. It's within. It dwells within. He has his domain inside the vegetable. It's not outside. It's not the one that came from outside. It is the rat that is inside the home that went to tell others, we cook fish, they roasted it, is on top of the keda. Come and have it. It's the one that went to invite others. Others did not know. There's no way they can know, unless the one at home agreed with them and, and put things together and say, yes, it's about time we make this. Let's go escapade in my house. We have a dinner. Dinner is served. So welcome to Nigeria, by the way, where, illegality is celebrated and honesty is thrown around and is not, is not considered. Bye for now.